We will be removing our Passat rear bumper today, and this is to gain access of the complete harness that's needed for our T5. Hi everyone, welcome back to VAGZ Backyard. So in this episode, we'll be removing the rear bumper of the Passat. This is to gain access to the wiring harness of the PDC sensors that's needed for our T5. In our last episode, we managed to get the complete harness from the engine bay moved into the Passat cabin area. And in this episode, the plan is to try and get both the, let's say, the left-hand side wiring harness over here and also the right-hand side wiring harness over that side, to try and get both these harnesses moved into the cabin area as well. And then this should prepare us to get the complete harness removed from the Passat for the T5. So let's get started. What we already done in the meantime, we labeled most of the plugs that's needed. So we can see that's the petrol flap. On the left side over here, we've got the negative battery terminal plug that's labeled. Also the one that goes to the boot door, that's the complete harness, so that's also labeled. And the first step what we need to do is we need to remove the tail light, because we've got some bolts that's holding the bumper underneath the tail light. I'm sure there's probably a bolt or two that's securing the bumper onto the body, so we need to first get this tail light removed. So let's do that. Okay, so let's shoot this. There's 3 bolts that's holding the tail light. That one's quite a long one. Let's try and get the socket to just grab it. Strange enough, it was actually loose. Oh. So just remove these nuts. Okay, so we just need to remove this plug. There we go, and the tail light should use to come out. There we go. And here we can see that's the 2 bolts that's holding the bumper on the top onto the body. There's something loose in this light. I'm hearing a globe somewhere. Wow, we've got an extra globe floating around in the tail light. Let's remove the 4 bumper bolts on the top. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we should be having some screws on the inside. There are T25 here on the inside cover, so we'll just get some of those ones removed on the inside over there. Okay, so we got these T20 screws that's holding the inner cover here onto the bumper. So we've got 1 screw here at the bottom. That's also onto this cover. So I'll be removing the same screws on the other side, because it's the same. Whatever's on the left will be on the right. Okay, so we've got 1 screw on the top here that's holding the bumper into the rear fender. Let's quickly get that one out. It's a bit of an awkward position. Okay, so we've got 2 screws in the bottom here, center, and I think after this I don't see any other screws, so we can try and pull the bumper off. Let's see. Wow, it's tight. Yo, looks like something is holding it still. So I've got 1 last bolt that's hidden in the side of the bumper. I'm gonna try and show it. It's inside that cover. There we go. It's really a hidden screw. I've never seen that on the other VWs that I've worked on. So I got to remove that 1 screw to get the bumper completely loose from the side. So let's quickly try and get that one out. Okay, and there's 1 on the other side, so I'll quickly get that one out. Okay, let's try and see if we're winning with us. These are all just clips. There we go. This should go off. On this side as well. There we go. And the bumper is loose. And this will be the harness plug that we need to remove to get the bumper totally freed up. Let's try and get this plug out. There we go. Okay, and the Passat bumper is removed, so we can see already all the PDC sensors on here that we need, and that's also the number plate lights that we'll need. We've got some interesting modules. There's some modules on the rear end of the car. I need to see what it is. Let's quickly check the car up. Let's see what it is. Okay, so in addition to the plug that goes on the rear bumper, the harness makes a split here, and it's going to, this seems to be another keyless antenna module. This is probably for the boot section, so we'll get that harness out there, and then makes again a split and comes down here. What is this? Let's see, this looks interesting. Let's pull this wire out. There we go. Let's see on the top. Let's get this harness out nicely. It's the harness coming here. Is this unit. So this unit, let's see, what is this? So this is the tire pressure monitoring module. So we're definitely going to need this for the T5, because we plan to transfer the tire pressure system to the T5. So we'll label these plugs quickly. And we know we've got this section done, and we'll pull this harness through into the car. So we got the plugs labeled. I think then this harness can go into the vehicle, into the boot section of the Passat. Let's get the one plug through. Okay, so all wires from the bumper outside, everything is pulled into the car. Let's see what's going on inside the car. Okay, let's see on this right side of the harness. We've got a earth over here. Let's remove that quickly. So on the left side, let's remove quickly the boot harness. It's just got all these loose plugs hanging over here. Once we get them out, there we go. So this feeds the boot bit. So that's removed over there, and we've got again a number 10 earth wire over here. That out. Go. So that's removed. I think we need to remove the battery quickly. I'm not sure what's behind the battery. It will be better to have the battery out. Okay, so the battery is removed. We just need to take out these cables. We already labeled them for the different temperatures, so we know what to where. Okay, so we've got the left side of the boot harness fed into the cabin on this side, and also the right side of the harness is fed into the cabin. Our next step will be to start loosening up the complete harness inside the cabin to get it removed for our T5. I think for now that brings us to the end of this episode. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next one.